Microplastics, the ocean's silent killer. Man-made, non-metallic polymers made from repeating macromolecules with a high molecular weight are called plastics. The term plastic encompasses a range of different materials with over 200 plastic families in production today. Smaller plastic particles have broadly been referred to as microplastics. Microplastics and microbeads are terms that were coined around 10 years ago to describe plastic particles and fibres 5 millimeters and less in size. Microplastics and microbeads affect the sustainability of our ocean's ecosystems and ultimately human health. Microplastics and microbeads are believed to come from three sources. Microspheres of plastic are formed from the breakdown of larger plastic objects. Products such as toothpaste, facial scrubs, and shampoos contain microbeads to act as abrasives and exfoliants. And microplastic fibres, most likely coming off clothes during the wash cycle. As such, the choices we make as consumers, including product selections and how we dispose of products we no longer need, affect the quantities of microplastics and microbeads polluting the environment. Plastic waste entering our waterways and marine ecosystems can come from various sources, the majority of which originate from land-based activities. In the 90s, the primary source of microplastics was predominantly from the breakdown of larger plastics, with a minor source derived from cosmetic products. Today, products containing these microplastics are used on a daily basis, including most facial and hand cleansers using microplastics to replace natural exfoliating materials. A single use of one of these products containing microbeads releases anywhere from 5,000 to 95,000 microbeads into the environment. These microplastics and microbeads end up in our water treatment plants, which are not designed to capture them, and as a result, they reach our oceans. Scientists have analysed Sydney's Middle Harbour seafloor and found 60 microplastic fragments per 100 in the sediment. That means that over half the sediment is plastic. These microplastics are ingested by marine life and in turn end up on the family dinner table. With marine animals unable to distinguish the difference between food and microplastics, they blindly feed on microplastics. It has been found that microplastics have negatively impacted more than 663 individual species through its ingestion, including anchovies, tuna, salmon, and mussels. These negative impacts don't just come from the plastics filling the animals' stomachs, but the microplastics have been proven to absorb and attract persistent organic pollutants, or POPs. In high concentrations, POPs are extremely harmful to humans. Therefore, microplastics affect the entire food chain and may cause dire consequences to the entire marine ecosystem. To prevent microplastics continuing to have negative economic and social impacts, the two key sources of microplastics must be addressed. Firstly, the presence of macro debris must be reduced. This can be achieved through public education and engagement to promote positive behaviours and raise awareness to create behavioural change. And public pressure applied to corporations creating cosmetic products containing microbeads to switch to non-plastic safe alternatives such as crushed nuts, salts, pumice, or charcoal. Finally, the upgrading of sewage treatment facilities will prevent microplastics escaping these facilities and making it to our oceans.